so the folks who are mobile, a lot of them have come out here to LifeBridge, and they are hands-on volunteers because it takes an army really to address the needs of this many people. And as you mentioned, there are medical needs as well. There are emotional needs that need to be met as well. And so a lot of folks, we're seeing the spirit of Colorado in action here as people just join in to help each other through this.
Very well put, Teresa, no question about that. As we continue to look at these live pictures coming from AirTracker 7 right now, tell us what the most moving story that you've heard at this point is.
Oh, gosh. Well, I think one of the more difficult things we've heard is, you forget that people have plans. I mean, people have things scheduled. There's a funeral plan for today at LifeBridge Church and a wedding plan for today at LifeBridge Church. So both of those events had to be postponed. So you think about not just the people who are fleeing for their lives, people whose lives were impacted in other ways as well. We heard one of the pastors from this church went out last night, actually late yesterday afternoon, because a couple who lives here, who knew about the flooding, was supposed to leave on their honeymoon, but the clerk's office was closed down, actually went to their house and married them so that they could leave and at least have some semblance of a honeymoon in time. So we've heard some stories like that are interesting. We certainly heard, some of the more harrowing stories, as I mentioned, of people literally hopping on their ATVs and trying to get to higher ground. But, you think about all the other people impacted by these events because it has literally brought our state to a standstill in many areas.
Absolutely.
Where we have all had to refocus our efforts on just helping the vast regions of our state that need it.
And Teresa, you were talking about Longmont being cut in half, and you mentioned people bringing supplies to that, the church that you had mentioned. Do they want people to do that? Is that something that they're recommending?
You know what? There are things that are helpful, and I will tell you. And we are off Highway 66, and it's LifeBridge Church in Longmont off Highway 66. See, and a lot of folks, the only folks who can get here now would be the locals at this point because of all the closures. So the thing that they do need, if people have cots that they are willing to donate, or like sleep mats that are kind of like the sanitary nap mats like many of us use for our kids in preschool, those kind of things.
Right. That
is enormously helpful because I know the YMCA has brought some stuff here. They do have a limited number of cots, but they are going to need dozens and perhaps hundreds of them for folks to be able to spend the night here tonight, and who knows how many nights after that until these folks have really found out if they have a place to go back to or not, or have any family to stay with or not for the time being. So, yes, they are accepting those items. I would say in terms of perishable food items, no. LifeBridge Church does have they told me they have a website where they have dedicated a one-time gift specifically for flood relief, much like our state has done, I know, and also the Red Cross. So if people wanted to give that way, they certainly can. They are accepting water. They are accepting, other types of non-perishable items as well. I know that they said that they have Oscar Blues, I believe, is coming tonight and bringing lots of food for these folks.
Oh,
so
nice.
You're seeing community restaurants and community folks saying, "Hey, we're gonna pitch in and do dinner tonight for you guys, so take that off your plate." So we're really seeing like a tremendous effort here.